me take you to the place where membership's a smiling face. Brush shoulders with the stars. Where strangers take you by the hand and welcome you to Wonderland. From beneath their Panamas. Top-topping kind of drinks are free. Fun and sunshine, there's enough for everyone. Whoa, that's missing is the sea. But don't worry, you can sunshine. Castaways and lovers meet, then kiss and jump in sea. Watch the waves break on the bay. Oh, sunward Santa Blue Lagoon, downtown time Southern tune. A whole night's holiday. Top-topping kind of drinks are free. Fun and sunshine, there's enough for everyone. Whoa, that's missing is the sea. But don't worry, you can sunshine. Top-topping kind of drinks are free. Fun and sunshine, there's enough for everyone. Whoa, that's missing is the sea. But don't worry, you can sunshine. Pack your bags and leave tonight. Don't take your time. Gotta move with you, don't you miss the ride. Pack your bags and leave tonight. Don't take your time. Gotta move with you, don't you miss the flight. Top-topping kind of drinks are free. Fun and sunshine, there's enough for everyone. Whoa, that's missing is the sea. But don't worry, you can sunshine.
Wham and Club Tropicana here on 1FM 91.3. Good morning to you. Welcome to the Brightside. You're with Carol and Lavinia.
Oh my gosh, that song puts me into holiday mood.
Club
Tropicana.
Tropicana.
I want a cocktail. Like a Tropicana cocktail. Is that something?
Pina colada.
Oh, that's
That's
delicious.
a very tropical one. Alrighty, hey, we're getting very excited because
Yes.
around about 8 o'clock, we are going to be chatting with Dr. Wilson Dan, who's from the Brightside Dental, and he specializes in teeth whitening. We did a poll earlier this morning on Instagram to see how many of our listeners are for this procedure. And you know what? About 77% of people said, yes, they would definitely try teeth whitening. Is that something you would do?
I do want to do it.
Okay.
But for the interview, I think I'll be talking mostly with my mouth closed or my hand over my mouth.
All
Shaila.
right. If you want to see why Lavinia needs
No.
to do that, log on to facebook.com/1FM913.
Hey, don't hate me because I drink a lot of coffee.
I
Like,
also
seriously.
drink a lot of
But
coffee
your
and
teeth
tea,
is quite white.
which is why I have to go and whiten my teeth.
Oh, do you? So you do it regularly?
Yes,
Oh.
Dr. Wilson has whitened my teeth before.
Is that so?
Yeah, he's really good at it. And the reason why I highly recommend him is because he does it in a very short amount of of time. 15 minutes, thereabout, or half an hour, you're done.
Hey, that I don't mind at all. I gotta find out more from this guy.
Yeah, also some people ask, why can't I just buy the tooth whitening kit and do it at home? Well, stay tuned and find out why or why not you should be trying that out, okay? And remember to join us live on Facebook.
Can I just say, I love the fact that his dental practice is called the Brightside.
Yes, another reason why we want him here. Maybe we can have lobang discount, Brightside,
Hey.
Brightside. Hey, partners!
Aye.
Stay tuned for more goodness coming your way real soon.
Let the beat rock. 91.3 1FM. Good times, greatest hits.
Sean the sheep and his flock of friends are coming to Singapore. Get ready for acrobatic thrills and fun at the international premiere of Sean the Sheep Circus Show. Opens 10th of May at Sands Theatre. Book your tickets now at marinabaysands.com or Sistik for an unforgettable experience with your family. Presented by Base Entertainment Asia. Official radio station 1FM.
You're listening to Good Times Greatest Hits, 1FM 91.3, a station of SPH Media, Singapore's newest and fastest growing radio network. Headlines from SPH Media Newsrooms.
Good morning, I'm Lavinia. Some 7,000 Singaporean households will receive supermarket vouchers from a charity group during the month of Ramadan, either from volunteers visiting homes or through self-collection at community centres. The initiative by Ramatan Lil Alamin Foundation is supported by MUIS as well as some government and religious organisations. The foundation aims to raise $240,000 for the vouchers, which will be handed out to needy beneficiaries identified by its partner organisations. Donations can be given at giving.sg. Just search for Blessings to All 2023. Bottled and canned drinks will cost 10 cents more starting April 2025. However, shoppers will get this amount back by returning the empty containers for recycling at return points across some 400 supermarkets. Senior Minister of State for Sustainability and the Environment, Dr. Amy Khor, told Parliament that the 10-cent deposit charge was decided after balancing the need to encourage recycling participation rate while not deterring purchase. The government is still exploring whether the refund method should be in the form of e-payment or cash. There will be no easing of traffic congestion yet at the Woodlands Causeway despite the end of the school holidays. The congestion in the direction coming into Singapore began early yesterday morning and had still shown no sign of abating at 11 p.m. It is yet unclear the cause for the unusually heavy congestion. An earthquake with a magnitude of 6.5 has hit Afghanistan, Pakistan, and parts of India last night. Although it lasted around half a minute, the quake, which was centered in northeastern Afghanistan, killed 2 people, including a child in the region. And at least 180 people in Pakistan suffered minor injuries across the northwestern province, while in India, tremors could be felt as far as the capital, New Delhi. Saudi Arabia has announced that the fasting month of Ramadan this year will start tomorrow for the kingdom, the same day as for those in Singapore and Malaysia. The beginning of Ramadan is set by both lunar calculations and physical sightings of the full moon to determine the beginning of a new month. Jordan, Algeria, and Morocco will make a decision later today as to whether Ramadan for them will also start tomorrow or on Friday. And those are your headlines this hour from the SPH Media Newsrooms.
1FM 91.3 Sports.
We start with the Premier League, where prospective owners of Manchester United have been given until this evening to submit a second revised bid for the club. Reports have shown that United officials met 8 different potential investors over 10 days. However, the Premier League club have so far only received 2 declared bids from Qatari banker Sheikh Jassim and Ineos owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Both bids from these parties have not officially been disclosed, but it is reported to be in the region of £4.5 billion. Meanwhile, France have named Kylian Mbappe as their new captain of the national team ahead of the Euro 2024 qualifiers. He takes over Tottenham goalkeeper Hugo Lloris, who retired from international football in January after 14 years as captain of his country. The 24-year-old, who made his senior debut in 2017, has 66 caps for France. And finally, national paraswimmer Yip Pin Siew sealed a bronze medal in the women's...
Dentist?
Wait, Wilson, can you say something into the mic?
She's going to test your level.
Or can I call you Wilson or must Dr. Wilson?
Just call me Wilson. It's
Just
fine.
call you Wilson. I want to play Wilson Phillips.
What? What?
Okay, Ken?
Yeah.
If you don't want to wear headphones, that's okay. Some people, they don't.
Prefer
they,
not to.
They
Okay.
rather not. Because
Because
it's
it
like,
might
I
throw
can
you
hear
off.
you.
It might throw you off.
Yeah, but for us, because there's
We're used
sometimes
to it,
background
yeah.
music I
Oh,
need to
okay,
manage,
okay,
so I need to hear that. But if you don't want, it's fine. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
take it off.
You have to mess your hair.
It's a bit zoteng for some people.
And then
So
the
noise
hair all.
cancelling.
Oh, noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm so used to it. If I don't wear,
We're
I feel
used to
very
it,
weird.
yeah.
But some DJs can just
Yeah.
talk like, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
How you do?
Manage the background music, right?
It's
Yeah.
become part of the process. Anyway.
Yeah, okay, can-
Okay. Hang on, we just have to record something.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
What are we recording?
Thought the hour.
No, it's past.
Oh my
already.
God, we
It's
missed
past
it.
already.
How did that happen? I thought that was a song.
No, they took it out because it ended at 7:59, babe.
Oh my goodness.
The hour ended, so we actually should just come on.
Oh my goodness.
We should just come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless
no.
you want to do
I
top of
thought
the hour.
I didn't unskip it.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
he just skipped it.
He skipped it, yeah. But if you want, you just come on like after Smash Mouth. We do top of the hour then, you know what I mean? But it will still be counted in this hour, so it'll be okay lah. You want to do that? Does that help you?
It's just that
Then the timing will be
8:03.
off lah. Yeah. Shall we just come on? That means this after this song, last 30 seconds, we're doing the Facebook Live greeting.
I rather we come on here actually.
Yeah, so
Then
we-
we can
okay.
talk. We can play a song if there's time, and then we'll go straight. So
Yeah.
after this, we'll actually go into Facebook. So then
Okay.
Facebook will be these two songs here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want to start after the song then?
After Smash Mouth.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Correct. We're doing 30 seconds before the song ends. Go on
Smash
Facebook
Mouth.
Live to greet.
And then come on live.
Is that correct? That's the correct thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because if Welcome everyone to Facebook Live. It's Carol and Lavinia with you on the Brightside, joined by the very handsome Dr. Wilson Dan from Brightside Dental.
Dental practice. I have to say, that is probably the distraction that he uses. You know, when he's cleaning your teeth,
Yeah.
then you stare at him, you're like,
Do you have to say
the view is good.
cheese?
The view is good. I will not
All
get
right.
distracted.
We're
Yes.
jumping on air right now, so join us there. An all-star here on 1FM 91.3. Funny that song should come on because we're focusing on the mouth and the teeth this morning with our guest, Dr. Wilson Dan from Brightside Dental. So welcome to the studio, Dr. Dan.
Hello.
Okay, microphone would be good, yes.
Hey, I gotta say, I went to spy on your website. I looked at pictures of your clinic. I know that Carol has paid a visit, and it looks like a spa. It looks really nice.
That's the idea. You know.
Why?
We don't want it to look like a regular dental clinic, so you don't feel afraid when you come in.
I know, I'm sure you hear that a lot, right? People are so anxious when they go to the dentist, they avoid it. I mean, we're
Yeah.
supposed to be going, what, twice a year?
Don't
Yes.
you?
Oh, no,
Must.
I don't.
Hey, take care of your teeth, and your teeth will take care of you.
Yeah, so you wanted it to look like a spa so that...
Yes, in a way, just not the conventional kind of dental clinic that you see, and in a way, it relaxes you. You know, you don't think of all the drills and all the scary sounds that you come across when you go to a dentist.
I'm gonna give you this idea for free, Dr. Dan. Think about having like nail manicurists come in while you get your dental treatment. You can get your nails done. No?
Oh yeah,
no?
sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Actually,
Foot
yeah,
massage.
you see? elevate the experience for people.
free, I give to you.
So, Dr. Dan, tell us what you're doing different at Brightside Dental. You're located in Teluk Ayer, so it's nice, busy area. A lot of busy working adults and
Yes.
professionals are in that area. So, what are you doing differently at Brightside Dental?
So at Brightside Dental, we specialize in teeth whitening. That's the only service that we offer, and we can do one session of whitening for you, like just with your lunch hour. Within 1 hour, around 1 hour, we can bring your shades, your teeth whiter by like 5 to 8 shades, and all the procedures are done by dentists like me. So you can rest assured that it's safe, it's going to be effective, and you will be able to see results almost instantly.
Oh, wow. 5 shades lighter.
That's a huge difference, you know.
Yes, I'm
Is
sold.
teeth whitening actually necessary, Dr. Dan?
Well, like all cosmetic procedures, right? Teeth whitening is not a medical necessity, okay? But there are many stages in life where people would greatly benefit from something like this. So, say for example, you have a wedding coming up. You want your teeth to match your gown,
Yeah.
right? You want-
White.
That's a good point.
Don't, unless you have a yellow gown.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Even like you have a job interview or just want that confidence boost, you know, that whiter teeth, you know, you can bear your smile wider and show it to more people.
okay.
So it may not be a necessity, but it can still be quite important to people at times.
Do you see that a lot, you know, with your patients who you've whitened their teeth, they come out and they tell you, you know, it's given me this boost of confidence. Do you hear that a lot?
Yeah, it's what I usually hear is, oh, I smile so much more. Like my friends tell me, oh, now suddenly in pictures, you know, I can see all my teeth because previously I didn't dare to smile because my teeth were yellow and I didn't have confidence in them. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that, you know, the color of your teeth would make a difference until, you know, you watch TV shows and you look at presenters or you look at actors and when they smile, it's like, wow, it's like I can see you from space. Your teeth are so white. And it actually does make a difference when you smile, you take photos, if you're, you know, especially in this day of like social media, there's so much pictures that are going up and you're like, you know, it does, I do feel it makes a difference. I kind of like having a whiter smile, especially since I personally drink so much coffee and tea. It gets stained very, very fast. So it's great that there is a solution, you know, at your dental practice. Can I ask you, are all whitening treatments the same?
So this is like a good point that we can expand on. So as a PSA to everyone that's listening, hydrogen peroxide is the only substance that's known to safely and effectively whiten teeth. And in Singapore, anything with more than 0.1% has to be administered by a dentist. So if you see advertisements online where they tout like this new miracle substance, you know, that chemical that can whiten your teeth, but without any sensitivity, some that I heard is like titanium dioxide.
Whoa.
Yeah, that I've seen.
That sounds powerful, though.
It sounds
does
like
it
that
work?
could whiten the moon.
Yeah. This is all not research based. So even if they have papers, it's usually the papers done like by the manufacturers themselves. So we don't know how reliable it can be.
Because you do see a lot of these treatments. You walk around the malls, teeth
Yes.
whitening, $100, you know,
Exactly.
and it's cheap, it's fast. They say, 15 minutes and your teeth will be white. And then they put the pictures there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's always, no, there's a caveat to that as well, which they don't
Exactly.
explain. And it's all about selling a package.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they will usually hook you in with one like cheap session, and then they'll tell you, oh, but you need like 10 sessions to be able to see results.
Yeah.
So you end up paying like way more than you expect. And most of the time, I have a lot of patients that actually done these treatments at like beautician clinics, and they come to me and it's like, it didn't work.
Yeah.
I want my teeth to be
no.
whitened, but it didn't work. So now I'm here looking. I want to get it done professionally.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I didn't realize that. You know, I just assumed that whatever is available out there on the shelves has been approved. You know, it actually is effective.
Yeah, it's
you
all the
know?
same, you know,
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
same
yeah,
ingredients. There are also those buy and take home ones that you can get with the LED light. What about those?
So I tried researching into those, and
Okay.
I found that they don't even state what material that they're using. So, I mean, you can try. Most of the time, it just doesn't really work. But sometimes, if you do it improperly or you put it on for too long, you may end up damaging your teeth or your gums.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, thank you for that PSA. Huh?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
learned a lot. All right, take my money, book me in. I will go.
All right, reminder that we are on Facebook Live this morning. Join us there at facebook.com/1FM913. We're also on YouTube. And if you have any questions for Dr. Dan, maybe you want to know a bit more about teeth whitening, where's a safe place to go, what's the right way to do it, send us your questions.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you this morning. Meanwhile, we'll be back shortly. Join us on Facebook. We're heading over there for more with Dr. Dan. Hey, hello.
Hey, everybody. How we doing? This Wednesday morning, I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to get teeth whitening
All
by
right.
Dr. Dan.
Now, this is something she's been resisting because she always says, my grandma told me that.
Yes, and now I feel like my grandma probably just said that because she had yellow teeth. And she used to, because I grew up, right, believing her, and she said, yellow teeth, stronger than white. Don't whiten your teeth. Make your teeth weak.
Is that true?
Of course not. That's not true. I mean, like,
I'm not grandma.
I cannot
She's rolling
tell
in
you
her
that.
grave now.
Well, I cannot tell you for sure that yellow teeth is unhealthier
Okay.
than white teeth.
Okay.
But white teeth means first thing you take good care of your teeth.
Oh,
all right.
oops.
You definitely spend time brushing your teeth every day. So it signifies that you will have better oral hygiene.
Okay.
Okay. So in a way, there's a lesser chance of you getting decay or gum disease.
Or bad breath.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move my chair further away from you, Dr. Dan. Because my teeth aren't exactly as 5 shades whiter.
That's why you got to come over.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So it's a myth. I think my grandmother's teeth was very yellow. She drank
Wait,
a lot
but
of
did she
coffee.
say that some people are born with whiter teeth? Is that true? Is that
Oh,
something in your DNA?
Oh yes, of course. It can be genetic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I
I
to.
did
Yes.
not know that.
Had I known, I would not have mated with my husband.
Yeah, like it's just like your skin shade, right? Everyone
that
can-
affects your
everyone
teeth
can-
as well. Okay,
That's
okay.
interesting. I
Yeah,
didn't know
thought
that.
I thought teeth shade was kind of like something that was
Lifestyle,
you are
huh?
responsible for. Yeah.
Yes, there's a genetic component, but I think most of it is from your lifestyle and the food that you consume and your oral hygiene habits.
So your grandma was kind of right, lah. That it runs in your
Hey,
family.
but like I was saying, my grandma drinks a lot of coffee. She doesn't drink water, okay? Like on our stove at home is a pot of coffee constantly warmed up. and
Wow.
She just drinks
Did she
coffee
even
all
go
day.
to the dentist? I wonder.
I think she did for her dentures.
I thought you were going to say, I think she went once a decade or something like that.
No, she did, but for dentists.
So, Dr. Dan, whitening teeth is the only thing that you do over at Brightside so that you can focus, right? So, if people
Yes.
come to you and say, hey, I got toothache, can you just, and at the same time deal with my toothache? Would you do it or?
So, before we do whitening, I will make sure that the patient's oral hygiene and everything
Is
is up
sorted.
to standard. Yeah, it's sorted. Because something that's like an aesthetic procedure, it should always be the last thing on the list. So make sure that you have good oral health. Your teeth have no decay, you don't have any gum disease. Then you come for whitening.
Oh, so you send them to maybe like another partner outside who can
Yes.
handle that, and then they come back in.
But you come
Okay.
from a family of dentists, don't you?
Yes,
Really?
Yeah,
correct.
so go see your
sometimes
father.
you can just come to my other clinic.
Hey, wait, what's going on? What's this family of dentists that I'm now hearing?
Yeah.
What's going on? So who's the dentist in your family?
Me, my
Okay.
sister, and my dad.
Oh, you're so cute. Is there only 2 of you siblings? You and your
Yes,
sis?
yeah, it's just me and my
So
sister.
your dad was the one that actually got you into dentistry, is that it?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Aw, I
So
like this
kinda
carrying
grew
on
up
the family
in this,
tradition.
in this environment.
So you
of
always had white
dentist.
teeth, lah. Is that what you're trying to say to my face?
No.
What's the toughest part about your job, actually, as a dentist?
I think, I enjoy my day-to-day work. Just sometimes it takes a toll on your body. You're always looking down, you're straining your eyes, looking at teeth that are smaller than you imagine, actually. Yeah, so it just physically, I feel quite tired after work, but the fulfillment that I get from treating patients all day, it kind of balances it out. Yeah.
But your clinic is very much like a spa. Just have like a standby masseuse.
Yeah.
After you're done with the treatment cup.
It is very relaxing. I
Yeah,
think
you've been
what I
there.
enjoyed, I think what I enjoyed about going to Dr. Dan's is like the whole experience when you walk in, it doesn't feel like a dentist. It feels like you're going to do your hair or your nails.
nice.
And the best part is the rooms are all nice and cozy. You know, during the treatment, he'll put the stuff on your teeth and you can lie down. They turn down the lights. It's dim. People fall asleep, I believe,
Yes.
in that room. I nearly did.
I heard
But there's-
snoring.
Hey, are you sure it was
No, not you.
No, 'cause- oh, you've heard other
Yeah,
people.
I've heard snoring,
Because I
yeah.
was watching Netflix. There's a TV on the ceiling.
And it plays Netflix?
Yeah.
You can choose what you want to
Yeah,
watch.
so I was catching up on Big Bang Theory. I was like, oh yeah, that's where I was, and I continued watching my show from there. And then before you know it, ding ding ding, you're done. It's a really relaxing experience.
Is your clinic very different from your dad's clinic and your
Yes.
sister's clinic? Do they have that same like spa mentality, philosophy kind of
No,
feel?
because my dad's clinic is quite old school.
I like
Right?
it.
Yeah.
so will he scold you if you have yellow teeth or bad teeth?
He does remind me to brush my teeth. Like
You're
when I was
de-
younger.
Oh right,
When
I thought till
when I was
today.
younger. No.
Whoa.
Yeah. But after dental school, I mean, I'm very conscious of my teeth. lah.
Do Singaporeans have good teeth, you think, in general? Do
I
they take
think-
care of their oral health?
Not if we put the older generation aside, I think the younger generation coming up, actually most people that I've seen have pretty good oral hygiene.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's thanks to the education that you get in primary school, and then you get the regular dental checkups also. So a lot of people have better dental education and knowledge.
I
and
also
how
think
to take
because
care
they're
of their
posting more on social media, so
Oh
they
yeah,
want to
yeah.
have good
I mean,
teeth.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
works, right? You
Yeah.
know? I have a question. What is the age of the youngest patient who has come to you for teeth whitening, or is there like a minimum, like a age limit?
There's no scientific age limit that we can do whitening on, but usually we advise patients to wait until after 16 years old,
Okay.
where their teeth more or less settled and matured enough, and they are also old enough to make the decision.
And that's 16 is about the time you start posting on TikTok.
Yeah. I read somewhere that if you don't take good care of your gums, like you have gum disease, that can actually translate into other kind of like diseases in your body or lead to other health conditions in your body. Is that true?
So we have found correlation
Yeah.
between gum disease and heart diseases, because one thing is what you don't know is that with gum disease you actually get more bacteria in your blood.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I would never have suspected that.
Yeah.
You know?
So in a way, the blood circulates throughout your body, and we have seen some correlation between that and heart disease.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you've got bleeding gums and all that, you want to pay extra attention to
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
Because I have very bleedy gums. Like I used to bite into an apple, and I would see blood on the apple,
Oh,
or
no.
even a sandwich. So that used to scare me a lot until today. If there's too much pressure on a certain part of my gum, because I had like a root canal when I was very young, and I think it didn't heal up properly, and that area has always been tender and sore. So when I read about that, I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I supposed to monitor this at all?
I think the first step was to get a professional opinion from a dentist, and then
Okay.
we'll take it from there.
I see you kind of weaseling one in right here on the show. Hey, no, make a decision.
I got like
On
You want
air
to see his
consult.
father or his sister? His
Oh,
father or
I feel
his
afraid of your dad, man. I mean,
Okay, his sister then. His
because his
sister.
father's quite
Ah.
old school. Yeah, I think nearby your dad and your sister.
My clinic is in Geylang.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's quite a trip from Telok Ayer, though.
Yeah. From
Yeah,
Amoy
it
Street.
is. Yeah, from Amoy Street.
So, Brightside Dental, located at 20 Amoy Street. And you can head on over to brightside.sg to find out more about the clinic as well. Just want to share that with everyone.
Okay, we're jumping on air with some questions from our listeners.
Great.
People are asking how much does it cost to have teeth whitening done at Brightside Dental. Also, Dr. Wilson, do you use an accelerator light, and how does it actually work? Okay, I believe you're gonna take us through the process of teeth whitening to help everyone understand how it's done differently at your clinic, because it's not I bought from Amazon and I do.
I did do that once and it didn't work.
Oh, really? Okay, that's
Yeah.
why now you know.
No, I know.
All right, we're headed back on air. Join us there.
It really is one of my favorite songs, okay? Everyone, please know this. White Snakes, Is This Love? I will belt it out if it's in the car, like playing in the car radio.
Really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm by myself, you know, the doors are all up, windows are up. I can sing as horribly and loudly as I want it. It's one of the songs that make you really emotive. It's The Brightside with Carol and Lavinia. Good morning.
We are joined in the studio this morning by Brightside Dental dentist, Dr. Wilson Dan. I like that. A lot of like rhyming things in this name. Brightside Dental, Dr. Wilson Dan. Hey, then it's you're a dentist. Get it?
Carol.
His surname is so unique, Dan. Dr. Dan, thank you so much for being here today. Brightside Dental aims to bring the perfect smile to the masses, which is why you actually started like a bespoke whitening service down at Tolok Ayer. You only do teeth whitening, you don't do the other stuff, yeah? People are asking, can you break down the process of teeth whitening for us?
Okay, so imagine you come into to our clinic for whitening. The first thing after registration is that we would take some photos of your teeth before the treatment. After the photos are taken, we go through a process of polishing to remove any surface debris that you have on your
Chocolate cake,
teeth. Yeah.
Oops.
Chicken rice.
That'd be me. That'd be me. Oops.
Yeah, and then after that, we move on to the whitening process. So first thing first, we protect your cheeks and your gums with layers of barriers so that the gel doesn't go anywhere it's not supposed to. So after everything, we make sure that everything is protected. We move on to using the whitening gel. So whitening gel is actually 35% hydrogen peroxide. And teeth whitening works by using the hydrogen peroxide to activate an oxidation reaction, which breaks down the discolored material in the enamel of your teeth, which is the outer layer. So once we break it down into simpler compounds, it actually becomes whiter and clearer through the
Okay.
process.
So will this hurt your enamel at all
yeah.
if not done correctly?
So when using hydrogen peroxide, we actually have to monitor the time that we do
Like leave
the
it on.
whitening. Yeah, like how long we leave it on, and so that's why we do the whitening for 15 minutes at a time. After that, we give the teeth a break.
Okay.
Yeah, and then continue on for a total of 3 cycles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it can go wrong for someone who does not know what they're doing,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
So that's why you point out, like, you know, getting your teeth whitened at beauty centers or whether beauty parlors or whatever is not the best idea, because it might not be done in the hands of someone who actually has proper licensed experience.
Exactly, and most likely they are not using something that's clinically effective
Okay.
for whitening. too.
Okay, keyword ding ding ding, clinically effective. So this process is then repeated depending on how white you want to go, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, someone is asking, Dr. Wilson, do you use an accelerator light and how does it actually work? How does it compare with the off-the-shelf ones? Okay, so we just talked about that, but the accelerator light, what is that? Is that the LED light
Yeah,
that we
so
see?
we actually have an LED light. The main purpose of the LED light is to activate the gel so that it accelerates the oxidation process. Yeah.
Okay. So is your light more powerful than the other lights that you would get off the shelf?
It's not about the power, it's actually the wavelength of the light.
Okay.
The exact wavelength, so it's finely tuned so that it emits the exact wavelength required to activate the gel.
Okay, so we can be sure that yours is the proper wavelength.
Yes.
Because off the shelf, it could not be, right?
Yeah.
It could just be a random
It
LED
just could
light
be
from
a-
the car. Car headlight.
Standing in front of my car.
Can you imagine at night? I'm whitening my teeth. Don't disturb me, yeah.
Don't turn off the car light. Hey, but you know, when you pointed out about how the treatment session itself is 15 minutes, you were actually right. It's just that there are maybe 2 to 3 within
Cycles.
that.
Yeah,
within
so
that,
if I'm
yeah.
So
a
it
pro,
was-
I've been there before. I don't need that many rounds.
Eh?
Yeah. Maybe. Someone is asking about dollars and cents. How much does it cost to whiten their
So
teeth?
one clinic session of whitening costs $599. Yeah. So if you compare this to other dental clinics, I'm not so sure if okay to say, but
Like in
you'll
average-
find that
on
it's-
average,
it's,
on
yeah,
average.
it's definitely cheaper than the market rate.
But you know, I went to your website, and that's really your philosophy behind why you started the Brightside. It's
Exactly.
about making whitening treatment more affordable and thereby more accessible to everyone, but there will be zero compromise. I really
Exactly.
like that,
Yeah.
that mission statement there.
And because he's got such a wonderful name, Brightside Dental, and we are called the Brightside. I think he copied us, I'm not sure. Just kidding. He's been around longer, right? When did you start your business?
We started in September
last year.
Did you
Okay, lah,
ever-
just barely.
Maybe you drove down Amoy Street.
And I saw the
And
sign.
then, it just went into your subconscious. And then when we were coming up with names for the show, you were like, Brightside.
But because of this synergy, right? We tried to ask Dr. Dan for a friend price. And so if you go and you say you're a Brightside buddy, Dr. Dan will take care of you. Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Dr.
remember
Dan.
the term, I'm a Brightside buddy. And Dr. Dan will know where you have come from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
We
say
welcome all
Brightside
Brightside
fan.
buddies.
You say you're a
Yeah.
Brightside fan or a Brightside friend, he will kick you out of
Cannot,
the
must
clinic.
be buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, and then smile.
And then we will come after and kick you as well.
All right, one last question for Dr. Dan.
Yes.
5 things?
What are 5 things we should know about teeth whitening?
We can just recap what we said.
Or maybe teeth whitening specific to the Brightside.
5 things we should know.
It's affordable.
Well, yeah. The bright side, then you can make sure that it's safe, it's effective, it's affordable, it's done professionally by dentists, and I'm sure you'll come back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
the
a
confidence.
guarantee from Dr. Wilson Dan.
I like it.
All right, so very difficult to forget this name, Brightside Dental. It rhymes with the show,
Yeah.
goes with the show. And thank you so much for joining us here at 1FM this morning. We wish you all the best. And of course, we'll be popping by real soon to say hi and smile at you.
I won't. I want to go for treatment.
Okay.
I cover my mouth.
Remember the quote, Brightside Dental. Thanks, Dr. Dan.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, last questions for Dr. Dan.
Hello to all those joining us on Facebook Live. Of course, we've got Dr. Wilson Dan from the Brightside Dental. And remember, they're all about bringing the perfect bright smile to all of us, making it more affordable, accessible, and without compromise. I really love that.
Dr. Dan, who does your teeth? Your mom and dad? No, your dad. Your sister.
Yeah, you come
My
from
sister
a family.
does
Oh, really?
the regular checkups for me.
Are you so
Okay.
cute?
Yeah,
That
because
is
you really do
adorable.
have very perfect teeth, you know. Why do
thanks so much.
Why do you think people don't like the dentist? I mean, every time we think about dentists, it's like, yeah, I don't want to go.
I
Do you get that a
think-
lot?
I think a lot of people have bad experiences
Yeah.
last time. Yeah, and then that carries forward into their future dental visits. So they are already anxious and scared of coming in. So every small thing kind of like jolts them a little
Yeah.
bit. So we try to create a more comfortable environment. But what I like to do is we just chat with my patient about their day, their work. So it kind
Yeah.
of like let their guard down.
Yeah, it sets people at
Correct.
ease. I
Correct.
think that's what I enjoyed about going to you. You know, there's no like hard sell. There's no pressure to anything. Just more about you, how you're doing. You know, just relax. It's all about just relaxing, and it'll be done over quickly. I wish more dentists were like that.
Oh.
Actually,
Then he let your guard down, then he attacks you with the LED light. Then
Can
you
you
eat my teeth so
can you
white.
whiten dogs' teeth?
I don't think they'll be able to stay still.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's true. Good point. Good
Yeah, because
point.
dogs' teeth get yellow very quickly.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's true too.
I know dog dentist visits are very expensive too.
They are. So I think when you want to whiten your pet's teeth, right, they have to go under GA or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
People do that.
Because they're fidgety and they don't like that.
but people
that's-
actually bother to whiten the teeth.
Yeah,
Oh.
you have to do it because it can also lead to gum disease. So it's also a way for them to clean the teeth when it's done properly by a vet.
Okay.
However, there are some grooming places that also do like the quick procedure, 15 minutes and you're done. So now that you're telling me this about human teeth, I also question how the procedure is for like pets. You see.
In terms of effectiveness.
Yeah,
is it? Okay.
it might just be a quick sell situation too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully, you can one day branch out to the pet scene as well, which is kind of huge here in Singapore.
Oh yeah, I'll keep that in the back of my mind.
There are more pet influencers, dogs
Oh,
also
yes,
need
yes,
white
yes,
teeth.
yes, yes.
Very good point.
It is,
I
yeah.
do follow some of these dog
Don't you find dogs with
influencers.
white teeth more friendly or more menacing? Yeah, dogs with yellow teeth are more menacing for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
okay, that
Yeah,
makes
that's for
sense.
All right.
I gotta ask you this, okay? Isn't it a bit of an occupational hazard? Anyone you meet, you're always like looking at their teeth and like, oh, this fella needs to do this. He needs his teeth maybe like 4 shades whiter.
I mean,
Do you live like that every day?
yeah, you caught me there. Like when I
See, that's why I must talk like this.
when I meet someone, like inevitably my eyesight, just drifts towards the teeth.
Oh
and
no!
Never mind the
start to
eyes
see.
or the skin. It's
Or the
teeth.
chest, it's just the teeth.
When you're talking to someone and I would just notice small things. but it doesn't really.
Do you find
mean
yourself
anything.
having to like really control yourself by going, you need to see a dentist?
I would like to put a dentist, like a skin doctor and a hairstylist in a room and see what happens. Everyone's just not really looking at each other in the eye. They're just like checking out the wrong thing.
That's true. That's
yeah, that's
hilarious.
right.
That is hilarious.
All right. Let's
Is yellow teeth a deal breaker for you?
I mean,
You're engaged, right?
I can just whiten them. Right?
Oh my goodness, your wife to be must be so lucky. Free dental treatments for the rest of her
Yeah.
life.
Is she a dentist as well?
No, she's not.
This is my auntie keponess.
All right, Dr. Dan, thank you so much for joining us here in the studio this morning. We wish you all the best. And of course, if you're watching your Brightside buddy, go see Dr. Dan at Brightside Dental, located at number what? Tolok Ayer?
20 Amoy Street.
20 Amoy Street,
Yes.
sorry, in the Tolok Ayer
Yeah.
area. It's just
Yes.
one street down, right? Okay, my bad. Yeah, 20 Amoy Street. It's a great place to go whiten your teeth. It's bespoke. It doesn't take very long. He's very gentle, as you can tell. Just by talking to him, actually, his demeanor, it doesn't look like he'll go crazy.
And he's it's very calming. You know, talking to
it
him,
is
having
true.
him here.
Yeah.
So head on over to their website as well, brightside.sg. Do it because the photos of the clinic are up there. This makes so nice. I feel like, am I on the right website? This looks like spa website.
All right. Thanks again, Dr. Dan. See you
Yep.
real soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Time. Greatest hits.